Yes, hello there. Welcome to TripAdvisor. My name is Mike. I am your host today, but I am also joined by this man, Anthony. How are you? Back again?
I'm very well. Yes, very, very pleased to be here, and be nice to be talking about something that other than FPL. So yeah, let's do this.
Terrific. Welcome along. And we also have this man. Lewis Pearson, the Reverend.
Friends and listeners, it has been a while, but good to be back.
Good to have you back, mate. Good to have you back. What's been happening in the interim?
Oh, it's been very busy. I'm very tired. I've come to a conclusion this morning. I think autumn is the worst of the months.
The months?
And of seasons, months,
yeah.
The months of the year that make up autumn are the worst ones.
Okay. Worse than winter?
Oh, absolutely worse than winter.
Listen, I was having this conversation with my wife, who apparently it's become quite trendy to like autumn.
It really has. I agree. There's so many people like
brown
autumn.
leaves about. I'm going to put some brown leaves about my house and maybe a pumpkin somewhere. Oh,
there's a lot of people who are wrong.
Yeah, no, I agree. Spring offers hope.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Summer,
sunshine. Lovely.
Yeah, and fates. Winter, Christmas, and my birthday.
Yeah.
Autumn, it's doom, it's gloom, it's death.
Absolutely.
Trees decaying.
I really feel that I'm here to really up the tone of how we feel about this podcast.
Yeah.
That autumn's rubbish.
Yes, indeed.
Let's bring in somebody else.
Let's find out who's next.
Harry, where's Harry? Harry!
Hello, mate.
I quite like autumn.
Do you?
Yeah. It's the
what do you like about it? Is it that you can wear a coat? That's another thing I'm hearing a lot at the moment. Oh, I can put on a coat.
Well, I mean, to be fair, most of the summer I've been wearing a coat, but I mean that's beside the point.
Yeah.
It is the season of mellow fruitfulness, as a poet once said.
Oh.
I can't remember which poet it was now, but listeners will write in. But yeah.
Okay. Well, and how have you been, Harry? You been all right?
Oh, I'm holding on. Holding on.
Good. Well, look, Phil's amnesty from the show remains. We've had a massive falling out with him. Let's just put it out there. It's the quiz has been the thing really that has split us all. Well, come on, let's just put it out there. The guy can't run a quiz, and as a result, we've ousted him. He'll be back. We'll let him back in at some point, but as a result, we've ousted him.
Seems fair.
I thought he was in prison.
No, no.
We're not supposed to say that bit.
Yeah.
Oh, is this not the pre-show bit? What are we doing?
No, we're live, mate. We're live.
Oh wow.
Yes.
Oh dear.
Well, the world knows now.
So
well.
Chaos has reigned
Yeah.
with the absence of Phil, I think it's fair to say. And so today we're going to talk about tea. And when I say talk about it, we're going to answer your questions because between the four of us, zero research has been done. We're very much aware that there's a real appetite for this episode. And so we wanted to put it out there, but with no real homework done. So, and you have a list of questions. This is going to be a Q&A episode. You know, in a lot of the American Netflix series, sort of episode 6 is normally a bit of an out there one that can be listened to as a standalone. This will be the episode that people talk about in years to come. They go, do you remember the tea episode? That's what this one will be. There's an episode of Ted Lasso when the coach just like goes off and listens to the song "I Just Came to Say Hello" and wanders the streets of London. It bears no relevance to the rest of the series at all. That's what the tea episode is going to be for Chip.
There are some very relevant Ted Lasso tea-based quotes, so I think which may come into this episode because myself and Ted share some strong feelings around tea.
Okay, all right. Well, look, and you have the questions, and when the opportunity arises, we'll do a quiz. But let's have some questions first. And question number 1. And
well, can I just ask a question?
Of course, please do.
What's Ted Lasso?
No, really?
Wow.
Oh, it was very 2023.
Was
it
it?
was an American series about an American coming to be a football manager in the UK. I didn't enjoy it, but my wife and most of the nation, and indeed the globe, really enjoyed it. So,
well, I'll have to check that out. I genuinely have never heard of it.
Check it out, Harry. Check it out.
Oh,
I very much enjoyed it.
Oh, okay, good.
Okay, so
sorry,
no, because we're freestyling this. And question number 1 on tea: what's their name? Where do they come from? And what's their question?
Well, it's Zoe Martin. I have no idea where she's from. I would imagine Alder Holt. Most of the questions do come from your favourite village. And she asks: milk before tea or tea before milk?
Milk before tea or tea before milk?
Okay. Is this a riddle?
No. I don't think it's any deeper.
It could be.
I don't think it's any deeper than it actually sounds. So
yes.
Well, I would have tea and then milk.
Correct. That's the only answer, isn't it? What kind of lunatic puts milk in before the water? I mean, what? No, that's not a thing, is it?
I think this is the sort of question that people get really, really het up about.
This is how do you put cream? What order you put cream and jams on your scones or scones? Don't start that debate again.
The reality is, we can all pretend we really, really care, but the truth of the matter is, none of us really care deep down. It's one of those things that people like to get up about for being het up about. Really, I think.
Oh, the Piers Morgan effect.
The Piers, yes, indeed. Yeah.
I think So I think your problem is the tea bag. It's a tea bag generation, and I'm aware that probably means something else as well. But
mince.
Precisely.
He's gone early.
Yeah. I think if you're making a pot of tea, I think it's more relevant because you're not putting a tea bag in a mug, then milk, are you, and then hot water? Because that way lunacy lies, quite frankly.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So it's when you've got a pot of tea that you've brewed under one of those things that my mother-in-law knits, and then you put the milk in first. But your real problem is how much milk do you put in? Because if you've got nothing in your cup already and you put like 2 centimeters worth of milk in, that's a very milky cup of tea.
Well,
yeah, no, you don't want that.
So let's talk about Builder's tea, lads, because I were it not for my taste in tea, everything about me screams Builder. It screams manual labour. It really does.
Yeah, look at him.
Just look at me, listen to me. Yeah, those of you that know me well will know I scream manual labour. Apart from my taste in tea, I like a milky tea, lads.
Oh no!
Oh dear, oh dear.
Yeah.
Oh, no.
Proportion. I'd have as a proportion. I'd go a 30% milk scenario.
Oh, that's quite high.
That's too much. That is too much.
Like hot milk with a little bit of tea in it.
Yeah. That's exactly.
I feel like at least you've gone for a higher proportion of the better ingredient in the tea.
Yeah. Okay.
Oh dear. Someone's rattled Lewis's cage.
Boiling water agenda.
Yeah.
I know there's an irony here of more tea vicar, but for this vicar, no tea, please. And in the words of Ted Lasso, I always thought tea was going to taste like brown hot water, and you know what? I was right.
Oh dear. Okay, so you're very much. I mean, if we had to pick a side, Harry.
Well, I'm literally on the fence because I do have very strict hot drink rules.
Okay.
Which are because I presume you're asking whether you prefer tea or coffee. Well,
yes.
Before 12 o'clock, I'm a coffee man. Very strong black coffee. Right. After 12 o'clock, noon this is, not midnight.
Yeah.
Tea.
Right. Okay. Do you know what? I think I follow a similar vibe actually. I will occasionally have a coffee, but only of a morning.
Okay. And do you know why? Because it can give me terrible acid stomach.
You get the old Lansoprazole out.
Yeah.
Yep.
Get some flavoured teas.
And you're a tea man, surely.
Oh, I do love a tea, but I only drink tea in the evening.
Oh, okay.
Oh.
Coffee during the day, although of course not after 3 o'clock because that would be madness.
Yeah.
Tea in the evening, boys. I do like a cup of tea as long as I've got a nice packet of biscuits to go with it.
Okay.
For some dunking. Do like dunking.
Okay.
Biscuits, that is, boys. Let's not go
there. Steady on.
Tea, bagging, and dunking.
Okay. Question number 2. I think it seems like a good point to move on.
Yeah, well, Zoe
we haven't asked Lewis. What team's Lewis on?
Mr. I hate hot drinks.
No. Oh no. Coffee, no tea, thank you. That's fine.
Oh, okay.
In our house, yeah. That Joe. Well, not in our house. We're split down the middle in our house. Mrs. Vicker is tea, no coffee, and I am coffee and no tea. Thank you very much.
Wow.
In a previous life, I did. I mean, like Mike, I have this very manly persona that I like to put across. I did work on as a builder's labourer. Essentially, I was the tea boy, and one of the builders was a 2-bag man.
Two bags.
Two tea bags, 4 sugars.
Heavens,
4 sugars.
I've got a girl that sits in the office with me. She has 5 sugars in her tea.
There's no.
My diabetes. Yeah, that is ridiculous.
Yeah.
I mean, got quite a lot to unpack there. Not least of which is Lewis used to work on a building site, which I've known you quite a while, Lewis, and I did not know this about you.
I mean, this is when I was a student in my holidays. A friend's dad owned a building company, so
wow,
do a bit of labouring.
Crikey! I mean, you're a labourer. You worked in Asda. I mean, we really do fill all the demographics here, don't we? We really do.
It's it's quite the CV.
It is.
Quite the CV. Okay, Anne, shall we move on to question number 2?
Let's do it. Zoe was clearly very excited about the subject of tea because she's asked 3 questions in total, and her second one is...
All right, hog it. Okay, go on then.
Yeah. Which biscuit do you prefer to dunk in your tea?
Okay. It feels like a Peter Kay sketch coming up here. I'm
a big fan of the shortbread. A shortbread finger.
Oh, sturdy. Yeah, good shout.
Yeah, like a shortbread finger.
Harry?
I'm really very sorry, but if you dunk biscuits in tea, I mean that's the end of all hope. Really, it is the most disgusting thing I could possibly think of.
Really?
Yeah, but I mean, I will eat a biscuit with tea, but biscuit adjacent, but not to make it all soggy. Oh my!
I agree with Harry on this. When you go to wash up the cup after someone's been round dunking their biscuits, it's like scum on the bottom of the cup with little bits of it. It's like disgusting.
Yeah, get the dishwasher to do it.
I was going to say, you want a dishwasher?
Oh, you don't want to go in the dishwasher without a pre-rinse on a biscuit-based.
Oh, you're not a pre-rinser.
Pre-rinse.
Go rogue.
Come on.
Goodness me. Pre-rinse.
You don't buy a dishwasher to then have to rinse everything.
What's the point?
Oh, mate. Joe has very strong views on having to clean out the filter of the dishwasher if I have not pre-rinsed.
Okay. Well,
okay. Maybe you need to.
Well, I mean, there's pre-rinsing and there's scraping into your food bin. I mean, I wouldn't be putting a great hunks of whatever it is in the dishwasher.
Sure.
But
digestive
also at the same
biscuits.
time, I'm not rinsing. Crikey.
Surely a digestive biscuit will erode enough that it will go through the filter and out down the pipe.
Wow.
You'd hope so, wouldn't you?
You would have thought so.
They're pretty combustible. I would say a digestive.
Not sure that's the word.
No, I'm pretty sure that means it's going to sets on fire.
Yeah.
Well, I imagine it does as well.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Thank you, Zoe, for your question. Next up.
Zoe again. Her third and final question.
The trilogy. The third and final episode.
Have we got a jingle to replace the Joe jingle with?
Yeah.
It's Zoe again. Jingle.
Yeah.
She is hogging the airwaves. Her third and final question is: does anyone still own a Teasmade?
I do.
Do you?
Don't use it. It's in my loft.
Collecting dust.
I couldn't bear to be without it. Yeah, I had it as a Christmas present about a decade ago, and didn't really use it, if truth be told. But I love the idea of it.
I'm always confused by them. So, assuming most people have milk in tea.
Yeah.
So you wake up to your tea's made, the tea being made. Do you have to? You should have it on next to your bed.
Well, this is where the milk first scenario does sometimes come into play, because you can have a little bit of milk lying there overnight, ready to go.
Oh yeah, but that feels awful.
Yeah, that's room temperature.
Well, it's going to be more than room temperature when you put boiling water in it, surely.
Yeah, but surely you refrigerate your... Yeah.
Overnight, lads. Come on, let's live a little.
No.
I'm not sure about this. It feels like something for old people myself.
What, a tea's made or warm milk? Room temperature
both.
milk.
How long are you leaving your milk out for?
Overnight.
8 hours of...
8 hours of room temperature milk.
Just sitting on the...
I think it's absolutely fine.
No, Mikey, no, Mikey, that was so not right.
Perfectly fine with it. Absolutely fine with it. But there we go. Well, thank you, Zoe, for your trilogy of questions. And sorry, unless any of you others, and it's going to shock me, have got a tease made as well that you'd like to, fess up about.
I know, but I'm just thinking maybe that's why you're constantly ill, is because you drink your milk at room temperature.
Right, first of all, it was a long time ago. We're talking a decade. And when was the last time I was ill?
Well, why did we
last week?
Last weekend, I believe, when we were all going to meet up.
Oh yeah,
you bowed out because you were sick.
Yeah,
you're right.
Apart from last week and the week before.
You're right. I did go home poorly then. Okay.
When you were quotes feeling washed out. Well, I think
was feeling washed out.
You're washed out. What does that mean? That's like when your child says, "I've got tummy ache," because they don't want to go to school. Oh, I feel washed out.
I was feeling very washed out.
That's what room temperature milk will do to you.
It wasn't good. It wasn't good at all. But
unless it's UHT, of course.
Oh no, that's a whole different.
Yeah, not a fan.
No, but let's not go there.
Look,
should we do the next question, boys?
It would be right and proper, I think. To Zoe's had her time. Thank you, Zoe.
Yeah.
The first 16 minutes of the show we'd like to dedicate to you, Zoe. Let's move on to our next one. Ant, who's it from? And where do they come from?
Claire Botto, but not your wife, Claire Botto. Your sister-in-law.
It's very.
Whoa, that's confusing.
Very confusing.
I mean, yeah, she doesn't even live in the village, does she?
No, this is quite. I mean, what does she do? What does she think she's doing here?
This is from deepest, darkest Cheshire. This question comes from.
We are branching out of our listeners today.
Yeah. Okay, and what's Claire asking?
Viral. She says, "Does anyone actually drink Tetley by choice when it is clearly the poor relation to other brands?"
I'd like to hear some more specific about which other brands she thinks it's a poor relation to. I'm pretty brand agnostic when it comes to tea, lads. What about you?
Yeah, I didn't think anything was wrong with Tetley. What's wrong with Tetley, Claire? You need to let us know.
Yeah, pretty sure we have Tetley in the house at times. We're not particularly brand loyal on the tea basis, but
I imagine we're about to hear from Harry that he's largely an Earl Grey kind of guy. That's not brand, but I imagine Harry to go on. Harry, talk me through it.
I do like an Earl Grey.
Twinings, very good.
What is Earl Grey?
It's just a different type of tea.
Yes, it tastes very flowery.
Has it had things added to it, or is it just like the tea itself?
I think it's just the tea itself. I mean, you realise that tea comes from the camellia plant.
Oh, here we go.
This is knowledge.
Yeah, this is someone's
done research.
No, I've done no research at all. But no, the camellia. Yeah, the green shoots of the camellia plant is what they make tea from, and I can only presume, because I don't really know, that it's just a different variety of that plant. It has a distinctive taste, because it is still your classical tea leaves, rather than your rooibos tea, which is made from another plant completely, in South Africa mainly. But I like Earl Grey with lemon juice rather than milk. So it has more of a herbal thing. But in answer to your real question, well, it's whatever is on offer in Tesco's when I'm buying my 80 bags or whatever it is. So I don't mind Tetley, I got to be honest.
Good. Just you, Claire, then. Just you, Claire, in summary.
Yeah.
In the mix, while we're talking about odd combinations there, the lemon and the Earl Grey, I'm not offended by a peppermint tea with milk.
No.
Pardon?
Whoa!
Oh, good heavens!
Yeah,
How did you first experience that? Was it an accident? Sort of.
No, I just put some milk into a peppermint tea.
By choice.
It was very pleasant. Yeah.
Wow.
I mean, I've immediately gagged at that, but now I was quite a fan of the old mint choc chip ice cream, and that's essentially mint and and milk, isn't it? So maybe it's not so bad.
Listen, it takes a big man to accept that they were wrong.
Yeah, it does.
Harry. Yeah,
it does.
I thought you were talking about yourself here.
No, it
right,
work.
okay.
Right. It does work.
Has any Botto ever admitted they were wrong about anything?
Well, and that's why Phil finds himself in the predicament he does. But
it certainly does.
We cannot talk about that.
There was a plea bargain on offer.
I was just wondering, Mike, have you ever wrongly messaged the other Claire a message that you probably don't really want her to read?
Yeah, I'm going to cover my phone when I do this. Oh, well, no, look, if I'm in the car and I say to the car, hey, so-and-so, phone Claire Botto, it automatically phones my sister-in-law.
Oh,
so she is forever being pocket dialed, and then I see her contact coming up because there's no I in her Claire, so it comes up and I'm like, oh no, I've done it again. I think she's just got used to it now. She accepts that a few times a week there'll be a couple of missed calls from me and
a steamy text.
No steamy texts.
Have you considered changing her name in your phone?
Yeah.
And if so, what would you change it to?
Well, actually, what I decided was I changed Claire back to her maiden name. So.
You went.
Yeah,
it's a controversial way round of doing it.
And my Claire as well. I left Claire Botto. She was the first. Was the first Claire Botto. She got there first.
Goodness me.
So Claire is actually Claire Cutlack in my phone. Her maiden name.
Okay.
So there you go. Very good. Right. Next question then.
The next question is from Sue Sims. No idea where she's from. I presume it will be Old Holt. She asks, why did decaf tea bags take longer to brew? I didn't know that was a thing. Did you?
Oh gosh, no. It's some appliance of science here. I've got no idea.
Well, because they're not as strong, presumably.
Shall I Google it?
Google it. Google is your friend.
Well, we have decaf tea in our house, and I don't think it takes any longer to brew than normal tea. To be honest,
my wife drinks decaf, and I agree. I don't think it takes longer.
Well, decaf coffee definitely takes longer to brew, if that helps, because it's less dense than that of regular.
Yeah, and is frankly pointless. But anyway, carry on.
And her husband's name is Frank, but I'm not sure he's pointless. That's harsh on your part.
It's my middle name indeed. But anyway, carry on.
Is it actually your middle name?
Yeah.
See, your middle name is your father named you with his middle name.
Yeah.
My father named me with his middle name.
I named my son with his middle name is my name.
Come on, Ant.
Come on, Ant. Don't let us down.
For the win.
Same for me. Duncan.
Oh!
Duncan is my middle name, was my dad's middle name, was his dad's middle name.
Wow. Well, that's fantastic.
But it's my dad's first name.
Yeah.
So that you've ruined it now. Oh, Ant, you've ruined the whole podcast.
You've ruined it.
Always my fault.
So yeah, in answer to your question, Stu, it's because the tea it's less dense.
Well, there we go.
Yeah.
It's good to know there's a scientific reason behind it.
Hit me up with one more question, and then I've got a quiz for you.
Well, this is exciting because we've got a question from somebody who doesn't live in Old Holt.
Come on.
Kerry Brooker, who is from East Moseley in Surrey.
Oh, not Germany. Okay, yep.
What is decaf tea all about?
Oh, okay.
That's literally it.
Kerry.
I'm pretty sure Kerry used to live in Old Holt. Just putting it out there.
Let's not. Come on.
She did also later ask, please can someone make me a cup of tea? I feel shocking today. Could do with a decently made cup of builder's tea. Well, there you go, Mike. It feels like you need to get on the road.
Well,
East Moseley is calling.
She can have mine. Next time someone looks at me and think that guy wants a builder's tea, I'll take it straight around to her.
Yeah, he's whistling the Selco advert. He's obviously a builder.
Oh, it's where the trade go.
It is.
No.
But let's take a quick break, lads, because I've got one heck of a quiz lined up.
Oh, this is exciting.
It's a quiz. It's a quiz. It's a quiz. It's a quiz.
Okay, so
I bet he got to Belmarsh and they took that ukulele off him straight away, didn't they?
feel nostalgic with those dulcet tones.
That we miss you.
It'll be on parole soon. It'll be fine. So you did a great quiz, an iconic quiz, Harry, some time ago, where we were trying to work out what you were saying. Can you remember the premise of that quiz?
Oh, Mince or Mince?
Yes. So
Anne's never played Mince or Mince.
The legendary Mince.
I haven't. This is exciting.
You're going to experience something vaguely similar because I'm going to say to you, we're going to have a game of T or T. So am I saying the letter T, or am I?
Oh wow!
Or am I saying the drink tea? I was going to put a third one in there in terms of a golf tee, but I thought let's keep this simple. So am I saying the letter T, or am I saying the drink tea? We'll play until you get one wrong and you're out. Okay, so it's last man standing. Let's have some tension because my God, in this needs something. And we'll start with you. We'll go in alphabetical order.
Okay.
Strap yourself in. Here we go.
Oh, got sweaty palms.
T. Now, Anne, was that cup of tea or the letter T?
What is this? I'm
tea.
I'm going to go for a cup of tea.
Of course it was. It was a cup of tea. You can smell it a mile off. Very good.
Yeah.
Very good. Okay, next up we come to Harry. Harry.
Yeah.
Tea.
Oh, now you said that. You said that very strongly. So I'm saying that's a big old capital T.
It was a cup of tea. I'm so sorry, Harry.
Oh,
you fallen at the first hurdle. Look, many have fallen the first hurdle in this game before.
Okay, fine.
Lewis, get this, and we're going head to head. Fall at the first hurdle, and Ant wins the inaugural game of what undoubtedly will become a long-running series of T or T. Lewis.
Oh right. So what? So in a very thin podcast anyway, you've decided that if you're just going to knock out immediately that you've lost, you're not going to have a couple of rounds.
That's correct. That's correct.
And on the basis that Phil has been put in prison for his inability to run a good quiz.
This feels justified.
Okay, Lewis, gather yourself.
Okay.
T.
Right. He's gone 3 in a row there. I think he's trying to trick me. I think he's got 3 in a row. That's a cup of tea.
You've seen right through it. It was indeed a cup of tea. Okay, so, and it's head to head now. It's sudden death in T or T. Here we go.
Goodness me, this is tense.
He wouldn't do 4 in a row, would he? He surely he would. T.
I think you would do 4 in a row.
Oh,
I think that's a cup of tea.
And it's an X. If this was eggheads, there'd be an X against your name.
Oh
that
no!
Was the letter T, mate.
That's my day ruined.
It's all right. You're still in it because Lewis needs a tick against his name. Lewis.
Okay.
T.
Oh right. I'm all over this. That's the letter T.
It is the letter T. You probably saw me counting in my head. QRST for integrity. Congratulations. You are our winner.
Is it 'cause I'm cool?
One more.
Is it 'cause I'm cool?
Well, they'll be playing it on the streets. The streets will never forget the first ever edition of T or T. Well done, Lewis. How does it feel?
Thank you. I think I'm really good at these. The quizzes that I seem best at is Mince and Mince and T or T.
Well,
you've really hit my level with these quizzes. I'm pretty sure I won Mince or Mince as well. So there we go.
Stick it on your CV, Lewis.
Yeah, I was going to say builders labourer, Asda picker, quiz master.
You wait till you wait till 4 candles or 4 candles. We play that later in the year.
Can't wait for that.
A good one. Okay, let's have a couple more questions, Anthony.
Yes. So our next question is from Caroline Windsor. Shall I see if she's from Alderholt?
It's Caroline from Windsor.
Yeah, from.
No, there's no mention of it. So let's presume it's Alderholt. It's got to be.
No, it's Caroline from Windsor.
Yeah, from Windsor. That'll do.
Yep.
She says, "Why do people drink tea with fish and chips. I have never understood this.
I'm with you. I need a cold, fizzy, carbonated beverage if I'm eating anything fatty.
Yeah, I don't like hot drinks with like meals generally. They're like standalone drinks.
I think it's a northern thing because my parents are northern and they always have a cup of tea with fish and chips.
I can't drink tea without eating. I mean, this is my rule in life. If anything, I can't do anything without eating. But I can't. I can't have a cup of tea on its own. I cannot have a standalone cup of tea. I need a biscuit or a chocolate bar or a sandwich. Yeah, can't do it.
No, of course you can.
It's boring. I cannot just sit and drink tea. It's boring.
Well, that's basically you've come to my views on tea. I'm glad you agree with me.
Just don't drink tea.
It's taken half an hour to the podcast, but Mike now agrees with me.
But tea with fish and chip. Harry, what do you think?
We used to have, this is an anomaly, I was thinking about this morning. So we'd have our Sunday lunch, and then at lunchtime, and then we would have sort of Sunday tea, which was like sandwiches and stuff. Yep. But we would have a cup of tea with that meal, and I've never really understood why we did that. I mean, it's a mystery to this day. So I realise I haven't really answered your question, but that I'm just referencing something from my own life to add a bit of colour.
It's lovely.
So but I agree with you. You've got to have, because I'm not. I can eat fish and chips, and this is. I mean, it would.
I love them.
It's not my favourite takeaway.
I absolutely love it.
Yeah, but there's so much jeopardy around the cooking of the fish. I find it's either it's too much oil or not enough oil, and they haven't cooked it properly. And, it's disgusting. But you do need something, and I'm going to use this word again, Lewis, because I know you enjoyed it last time. Astringent to cut through. So a lemonade or something acidic drink wise to help, and certainly not a cup of tea. Oh dear, yeah.
Okay.
All that milky pea
just to clarify,
yeah.
Mike, you've said you're a big fan of fish and chips. I'm in the group with Harry. It'd be not near the top of my list. Are you having fish?
It's not my preference, but I don't mind it.
Oh, okay. So we found a loophole in your hate of fish then.
Yeah. I mean, if you absolutely cover it in batter and then douse it in salt, vinegar, and ketchup. And maybe some mushy peas on the side.
Oh yeah,
I can eat fish. Yeah, and it would need to be a like a cod. I don't know anything with any flavour. Yeah.
Okay. Dear, oh dear. Bird's eye fish fingers.
Listen, we're on now a 10-minute countdown to squeeze as many listener questions in as we can. Anthony, let's go quick fire.
Well, this will be a yes or no, I would presume. Joe Cheeseman has to be from Older Holt. Says, is it okay to?
Whoa! Hold on.
Do I need to rewind?
Just say who it's from again.
Joe Cheeseman.
Joe.
Thank you. And she asks,
is it secretly okay to hold a grudge against someone who makes a bad cup of tea?
Ooh, is it that and that alone she's holding a grudge? I wonder.
I should imagine it's the tip of the iceberg.
Feels like there's some undertones to this question.
Tea could be the final straw. I don't know anything about Joe's personal circumstances, but do you think there's someone in her life close to her that makes bad tea, but also leaves their pants on the bathroom floor, or doesn't take the bin out when they're supposed to? I mean, there's a lot of other, we could dive deeper into this, but I don't want to say too much.
My advice would be to tackle this head on.
Yeah.
Well,
don't hold a grudge. It's not healthy.
It feels like it's a Joe thing because Joe, a different Joe Anderson replies simply.
Hold on.
Joe.
Yes, sorry.
Yes. That's it. Yes. Simply one word. Yes.
I thought there was a question coming. And then
no.
Yeah. Right.
Did another Joe then jump in and say, "What do you mean, yes?" And then round and round we went with lots of Joes.
Lots of Joes.
Joe.
Okay, good. Okay.
Beautiful.
Next, Anthony. Next.
Nick Wellman asks 2 questions.
Go
His
on.
first
Go
is,
on, cheeky. Buy one, get one.
Is it okay to reuse a tea bag more than once? And do people double bag?
Oh.
Dear, oh dear.
Okay. Nick, I can't go there. I would say that it is perfectly acceptable to. I mean, this won't come as a surprise as the guy that leaves milk out overnight. But I would say it's perfectly acceptable to use a tea bag more than once.
And double bag?
But I mean, that does seem pointless.
Mm.
Just use one and don't double bag.
But the second cup is not going to be as strong as the first. So
does it matter?
Yeah,
well, it can be.
Really?
Why not? If you leave it long enough. If I use a bag briefly for 10 seconds and then I leave it in second time round for 20 seconds.
Yeah.
Will it not be a similar sort of?
No, because I think it weakens. Because I think you are dissolving the goodness from the bag into the cup. That's what the brown stuff is, right? The flavour. Yeah. So it's only going to have a finite amount of flavour. It's not,
Surely there's more than enough good. I mean, certainly with my non-builders tea, there's more than I could probably get 7-8 cups out of one bag if I needed to.
What?
I think that could be good.
Just be water by the end.
It's a splash and dash approach. I very much a splash and dash approach.
Pet tea bag out, leave it on the draining board for next time you come back.
I'm not an animal, mate. I've got a spoon rest.
Now you've asked me how I make my tea. I'll tell you. What I do is tea in the mug, water in, squeeze the bag against the side of the mug to take out, and that gets rid of the brewing time, I find. But in squeezing, you are releasing the goodness, and it can't possibly keep going over and over again. Certainly not 7 times.
I think he's only reuse it. I mean, I don't think he's suggesting that we invest in one and we're going to make it last all year round. I think it's just a doubling up, isn't it?
Did you learn nothing from Voldemort on Harry Potter? He can't split yourself 7 times. I mean, that's just ridiculous.
Never seen. Well, that's not true. I've seen one Harry Potter,
right?
And it was in the cinema, and it was awful.
Harry, where's Harry? Harry!
Genuinely dreadful.
Oh, anyway, right, good. Well, lovely. Well, you just can't do that now. That's just not right.
Also, I think JK, she's become quite outspoken. Stick to your wizard books, or maybe write something a bit better, JK.
Ouch.
From Jamiroquai, the old space cowboy.
Oh, give me that.
The one who's returning.
If we're talking favourite JK, for sure. Let me just do a quick straw poll here with the live studio audience. Gareth, JK Rowling or JK from Jamiroquai? Oh, Rowling. Okay, and disappointing. Sophie, Rowling or JK from Jamiroquai? Sorry? Yeah, Rowling. She's currently watching Harry Potter movies. Melissa?
She should be working.
While she's at work? You want to sack her, Mike? Crikey.
Yeah, come on. Are you director or what?
What's the problem? That's what?
Well, she's watching Harry Potter at work.
In work time.
What are you doing? Well, it seems to be a split between the young, the old, the male and the female. I think the elderly males are definitely Jamiroquai. The young females and
that's our listenership, isn't it?
And young females and Gareth. Gareth and his harem, very much fans of the Rowling.
Well, there we go. Boys, we've got one more question.
Oh, okay. Let's finish on a high. Hit me with it.
And it's everyone's favourite king, Daniel King, and he asks, why do Americans...
No, come on. No, who's your favourite king?
Joking.
Oh.
No, Lewis. Dad jokes. Come on. You're better than that.
No, joking. There's a lady called Jo King that produces Gardener's Question Time on Radio 4.
And that's who I meant.
And that makes me laugh and smile every time I hear that.
I'll go Jerry the King Lawler on WWF in the 90s.
Jerry the King.
I'd go Burger King.
Oh, that's nice.
Who?
Thank you. Burger King.
Burger King. Okay.
Surely yours is the King of Kings.
What?
Okay.
What, Roger?
King of Kings.
Roger King?
Oh, Roger King. Yeah. That's a niche
That's
comment
a very
for our
niche
podcast.
Old Holt reference.
Yeah.
Broke Fording Bridge.
Yeah.
Lovely.
Favorite King, please, Harry?
Roger, I've just said.
It is Roger, yeah?
Yeah.
Fair enough. Shout out to Roger. Good.
Oh, Roger.
And sorry,
Well-
and the question was.
Oh, what? No, hold on.
no.
Oh no!
Yeah.
Oh dear, you've rolled him.
Billie Jean.
Billie Jean King. Very good.
Yeah.
Lovely.
Very good.
Why do Americans
What's the
struggle
song?
so
Sorry, but was
Oh,
the song
okay.
was the song Billie Jean about Billie Jean King?
You can only hope so, but I probably isn't.
surely,
presume so.
given that she was a lesbian tennis
Yeah,
player, it's
see,
pretty obvious that
he
it
was
wasn't
not
his
her-
mum.
He was not her lover.
Lover.
Yeah, lover. Yeah.
Yeah.
Or lover.
Billie Jean.
Have I been singing Billie Jean? It's not my mum.
My
all
mum.
these years.
Billie Jean's not
Not
my
my
mum.
mama. Come on.
Yeah, that
guys.
goes. Billie Jean covered by Mike's jukebox.
That's ruined your karaoke for tonight, isn't it?
Oh
good
dear.
grief.
Oh,
Oh,
Billie
well.
Jean
Just when
you think
is
it's gonna
not
get any
my
worse.
mother.
I mean, it works in a way.
Anyway, so what does Dan?
Dan wants to know why Americans make such bad tea.
Oh, what?
Why do Americans
Apparently.
make such bad tea?
They don't
Oh,
make tea.
Yeah, now listen, I've never been to America, but Harry, you have actual real life blood relations that live in America. So talk us through it.
They don't just live in America; they are American.
They are American.
Yeah, they don't drink hot tea, as they would call it in America. No idea why. I mean, the old Boston Tea Party. Maybe it's just residual resentment from the old Boston Tea Party. But yeah, they have cold iced tea, don't they? Iced tea, Lipton iced tea, that sort of thing. So they just don't do it. So, and that's why you don't find kettles in hotel rooms in America.
Good knowledge.
Well, I never knew that.
Good knowledge.
Yeah.
And there seems no better place for us to end it this week. Lads, thank you. We've muddled through, haven't we? And yeah, look, when we're legally allowed to say more on Phil, we will. But there is an injunction out there.
Yeah.
That means we can't strictly talk about it.
He sprayed that farmer's house with manure. He was going to get his revenge at some point, but you know.
Oh,
Careful, Harry. There's an NDA.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
well.
Oh, and
Super injunction.
yeah.
Gang, we look to be getting the full band back together as soon as we possibly can. Thanks for listening to us today, Harry, to Anne, and to Lewis. Thank you for your input. Thank you, listeners, for your questions, and we'll be back very, very soon. You now say bye, guys, and that's, I think.
Bye.
Oh, goodbye.
God, I miss him. That ended.
Press the button. Press the button.